Okay, this video is going to be about what awakened people believe in and the reasons why we believe in it. So I've got a little list on my computer screen just to remind me. Basically, we believe that we live in a holographic universe, and what that means is what we're actually seeing and believe as reality is not actually reality. So it's very similar to a video game where you see a virtual person walking in a three-dimensional space within a virtual reality. So that's how we see ourselves. You have to delve into string theory and quantum mechanics to really get your head around it. But I think the fundamental thing about this is that if we believe we're living in a matrix that is orchestrated by higher beings called the Anunnaki, then to discover that perhaps we're in a holographic universe then adds to the aspect that we could be further controlled by this virtual reality, controlled in the way that we interact and controlled in the way that we live our lives. And there's this wonderful theory actually out there that we always believe that, you know, we started from point A and then we're evolving sort of towards something. But in fact, it's probably the other way around. It's probably that we are being pulled forward by the future rather than evolving from the past. And when you think about being pulled from the future, then it sort of gives you the realization that everything is sort of preset, preordained, as it were. So that's what we believe in, and that's very fundamental to being able to look through and into the matrix. And once you see into the matrix, it's very unlikely you can ever go back. We also reject and we also disagree with all of the main systems in the matrix, which are the religious, the political, the military, the medical, the educational, and especially the monetary and systems. We reject them because they are the tools of the matrix, and we believe that they enslave man, whether you're in a wealthy country or a poor country. If you think that these tools don't enslave you, then I challenge you to go and try and live outside of the matrix. And the fact is, it can't be done. There is no outside of the matrix, outside of the system. You can't live outside of the system. And one of the reasons you can't live outside of the system is because all the resources have been bought up by the matrix, and all those resources are the ones that you need to survive. Anyway, there's a lot more of that in my next video. So we believe that the earth is orchestrated and governed by the Anunnaki, who we believe are, well, I don't like to say violent, but they don't have our best interests at heart. They're certainly not peaceful beings. So the Anunnaki are described in Sumerian mythology very, very clearly. They are advanced beings from planet Nibiru. They came to Earth, they are geneticists, and they spliced their DNA with human DNA, and they made Homo erectus, which is the advanced human being. They have been here, I'm not going to say since time began, but obviously since the time of the pyramids, and have sort of manipulated historical events from that date. And that's very fundamental. We also believe that the mind manipulates and manifests all within the matrix, which is quite confusing because I've just said that if we've been pulled from the future, that everything is preordained. So what I'm suggesting is what we see around us as our reality is actually a projection from the mind, and the mind bases its projection based on your senses. It's only your senses that tells us that we can't walk through a wall, or we're tasting something, or we're in pain. So we're sort of incarcerated by our senses. But if you can harness your manifestations through the mind, you are all powerful within the matrix. And I don't mean powerful as in you're going to go out and control other people. I mean powerful in the concept the matrix cannot control you. And I believe that David Icke has, or at least one step in this respect. He's moved forward. He's becoming untouchable within the matrix, as much as they would like to get rid of him. They can't. We believe that events such as 9/11 and 7/7 were orchestrated by the government, that it was an internal job. And when you actually grasp that concept, you really look at what you're actually up against here. You need to look at zeitgeist movies about wars. Basically, these events, horrendous events, are orchestrated by the government to get positive public opinion behind them. Once a war is carried out, and the government can then sweep in and set up pretty much whatever system they want, because people are very, very compliant. I must warn you that there's likely to be a war announced after the royal wedding in 2011. We do not believe in globalization, we do not believe in consumerism, and we do not believe in commercialism for the very reasons I've just explained. Commercialism is based on resources, either essential resources or luxury resources that either we need or we think we need. Okay, so economics is, or the economy is basically set up in such a way that your essentials for survival are withdrawn from you, and then you have to obviously go into the matrix to produce money to purchase those items in order to survive. We believe in an abundant, resource-free society. Basically what we're doing at the moment, we go into third world countries and we say to them, oh, we'll teach you how to set up an economy. And basically all we're doing is showing them exactly what we've done, is that to remove resources from the majority in order for them to pay money to the minority. Obviously we're in a very wealthy country and we have hundreds of people who are still starving in Britain because of this ridiculous system. If you don't think I'm being reasonable here, basically this planet has enough resources to feed, to clothe and to provide everybody shelter on this planet in an abundant way. I know you will say, well, that's consumerism. Oh, sorry, that's communism. But, you know, basically there's other ways. There's other ways. But we're just too prehistoric in our outlook because we're so money orientated that we can't see that it would be a better life for everyone. So that's what we believe in. That's a brief introduction as to why we believe in this. And then on the next video, I'm going to break down each section in greater depth and discuss it.